Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are continuing to look at leadership and interpersonal relations. And today we are going to look at topic two of leadership and interpersonal relations. Topic 2, that is, we're looking at leadership theories. We are looking at leadership theories today. And in that topic, we will again define what leadership is. Then we will again look at the introduction. We will list some theories that also explain the traits theory, the behavior theory, and the best leadership practices. So from there, we can start off. We're going to look at the definition of leadership as the ability to influence a group towards achieving a vision or set goals. We are looking at the source of this influence may be formal, such as a person is managerial rank in an organization, or an informal one, or ability to influence and raises outside the formal structure of the organization. So today we're looking at theories of leadership. We're going to start by defining what a theory is. What is a theory? A theory is a set of assumptions. They can be propositions or accepted facts that attempt to provide a plausible or a rational explanation of a cause and effect. So a theory, there can be assumptions or propositions about a fact. Then when we look at the theories, they tell us for decades leadership theories have been the source of numerous studies in reality and as well as in practice. Many have tried to define what allows an aesthetic leader to stand apart from the mass. Then many philosophers talk about and have studied the leadership style and have come up with some theories. And we have strictly the 3 theories of leadership. One, we have great man theory. The second one, we have trait theory. And the third one, we have behavioral theories. When we continue to look at the great man theory, great man theory assumes that leaders' capacity to lead is inherent. It is inherited. The theory portrays great leaders as heroic, mythic, and destined to rise to leadership when need arises. The theory is referred to as great man theory because leadership was attributed to men, especially in military. So this theory of great man theory tells us that leaders are inherent, that let's say, for example, if your father was a leader, you also become a leader. If you produce children, they also become leader. It is inherited. It also tells us that these leaders portray series of heroes. They are considered like to be heroes, and this theory it is attributed to the people, especially that were in mentally. From there, we're going to look at the second theory, which is trait theory. Trait theory, we're going to look at the background, and the background says that trait theory differentiates leaders from non-leaders by focusing on the personal qualities and characteristics which they assume are inherited. So now the trait theory, it gives us a difference between leaders and non-leaders. As one of the earliest form of leadership study, trait theory searched for any personality, social, physical, or intellectual factor that could describe leaders and differentiate them from non-leaders. Trait theory, the theory stipulated that leaders have certain traits which others do not have. They view that leaders are born, not made. It also tells us that a leader is different from an average person in terms of personality traits such as intelligence, perseverance, and ambition. The trait theory, it talks about this. It tells us that leaders are born but not made. It tells us that these leaders are totally different from the average people in terms of intelligence, in terms of perseverance, and in terms of ambition. We have some assumptions of trait theory. One assumption says that people are born with inherited traits. Another assumption says that some traits are particularly stewarded in stewarded leadership. The third one, people who make good leaders have the right combination of traits. Then another one, there have been studies of what people think are the best leadership traits that an individual needs to lead. Some of the traits are catalytics, and characteristics are: 1, intelligence. We are going to look at some characteristics that the trait theory, the person who made a trait theory, identified as some of the traits that a leader, that for someone to lead must have these traits. 1, they're telling us about intelligence. Intelligence, they're telling us that a leader is that person who is able to analyze complex information and be able to create vision and solve problems. Then another trait is drive, a desire to achieve or being ambitious. Then another trait is self-confidence. Self-confidence, that is why you find you believe in yourself and you believe in your abilities. They are telling us that a leader is that person who believes in himself and he believes in his or her abilities. Then another trait is job-related knowledge. Job-related knowledge, that is having knowledge regarding the job that is being undertaken. Another one is interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skill, that is the ability to relate to others. Then our leader should also have a trait of discipline. Discipline, having self-control within you. Then we have physical appearance. This trait theory also gives us a trait of physical appearance. They say to be a good leader you should be tall, but Also, short people can be good leaders. Then we have desire to lead. A good leader that's telling us that he is that person who has the desire to influence events. Then honesty and integrity. Honesty, being honest, that is being being trustworthy or being trustfulness and fulfill your obligations. Then we have dependable. If you're a leader, people should depend on you. You should be dependable on other people. Then this trait theory has got some limitations. The one limitation is the theory does not explain how leadership can be effective, but shows what traits one should have to be a leader. It's a limitation. It cannot explain how leadership can be made effectively, but it only tells us about the different traits of a person that is supposed to be a leader. Then another limitation is theory ignores situational factors. It ignores situational factors. For example, there is no universal trait that predicts leadership in all situations. Another one is ignores interruptions between a leader and subordinates. It is ignoring this interruption between a leader and the subordinations, and that makes it to be a limitation to the trait theory. I'm going to stop here, and we are going to be continuing from the next theory, which is behavior theory. But like my videos, subscribe, turn on all the notifications such that every video I upload, you are the very first person to see the video.